Okay. So, when we start to talk about making this kind of an adjustment, what I find a lot is there's two parts to it. So, we know that you're used to making a swing that comes fractionally over the top of the plane,
Yep.
and that your club face is a little bit open.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
So, as we start to make this change, and your path becomes more on plane, it's likely that the club face is still going to be open. So what I would anticipate seeing are shots that start more on our target line but fade a little bit.
Okay.
And I just want you to trust that that's something that's going to work itself out. And as your swing starts to adjust, it makes it much easier for the club head to release as opposed to holding it open because you have to.
Yeah.
So as a byproduct of the club path change, the face angle will start to adjust itself as well.
Okay.
Because you're an athlete, that's going to be something you're just going to do.
Okay.
It's going to happen. Okay.
Okay.
So there's a couple of different things that we'll try to add some consistency to your swing sequence. So the first one is what we're gonna talk about is just what's happening. So we know that you're used to swinging like this with a lot of rotation
Yep.
in your upper body
Yep.
to accommodate what your knee wasn't able to do.
Yep.
So now that your knee's feeling a little bit better, we're going to try to make a few swings where your back stays to the target just a tiny bit longer. And the whole intention is that the club is moving a little bit more down as you start the downswing, as opposed to moving out and away from you.
Okay.
Okay?
Got it.
So let's go ahead and just set up like you're going to hit a shot. I'm going to move the club. Okay. So as we come back, this is what we're used to.
Yep.
That.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And what we're going to try to chase is something more along the lines of that.
Okay.
Okay, where your back is maintaining its position to the target, just fractionally longer, allowing the club to drop as
Okay.
opposed to come out like that.
Over the top.
Okay?
Okay.
So make a couple of practice swings and show me what that looks like. So it might feel really strange.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
So what I see is a swing there that looks much different.
Mm-hmm.
It looks smoother. It looks less jerky.
Yeah.
It looks like your shoulders and your lower body are working in unison,
Okay.
as opposed to fighting one another.
Yeah.
And when we look down, what do we notice about that divot?
Divot's straight on.
It's dead on,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So let's try a couple more practice swings, and then we'll hit a couple shots. Okay, that's fine. Good. Okay. So let's try to hit one. So again, the intention here is that you're maintaining your back's relationship to the target
Yeah.
fractionally longer, so that the club can move down here as opposed to coming out here.
Over the top.
Yep. Okay, sweet. It was a good strike. I'm not sure which divot that was, but that
It
looked
was.
pretty.
I pulled it.
Strike was good.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's still a little bit of a pull.
Yeah.
Right, so
A
let's
little
try
more.
let's try a couple more. Couple more shots. I'm just gonna try to get a reference for your. So where are we aiming here in your mind?
Blue flag. Middle flag.
The blue flag? Okay.
Blind it.
Okay, so that was awesome.
Yeah.
That was a great shot.
Yeah.
when we look at the divot is straight at the target.
Yep.
Maybe just a tiny bit inside,
Yeah.
but that's
Better than it was.
That's normal. That's fine. Yeah. And the flight was lower, and the strike was really good.
Yeah.
Okay, so I feel like this is going to take a little work to get your body to do this consistently. But what I see happening that looks really nice to me is your body working in concert with itself instead of fighting itself the way you were swinging.
Yeah.
So I see lower body and upper body working together as opposed to that happening.
Yeah.
To accommodate being on that back foot.
Okay.
So I think that is a great path forward for you as far as your ball striking goes.
Yeah.
And would recommend that you take this through the bag.
Okay.
We know that the driver swing is obviously a little bit different, but we've got to get rid of that high right miss.
Yeah. Yeah, it's killing me.
So anything but that's fine.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what I would recommend is that over the course of the next couple days until we meet again, that you spend at least 20 minutes a night, and I really like drills that don't require you to hit golf balls, because I think when you put a ball down, you lose the sense of the feeling that you're chasing.
Yeah.
So whether it's in your backyard or your living room, make some swings where you're doing two things. First and foremost, we're changing the angle of attack.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So we're imagining that there's a tee out in front of whatever our target is,
Hit the tee.
and that's what we're chasing after. Second thing is that when we swing, we get the sense that our body's moving together. Our shoulders and our lower body are moving together.
Yeah.
Not the other way around. Not shoulders moving first.
Okay.
Okay? So back to the target fractionally longer allows the arms to start swinging down here a little bit better as opposed to coming over the top of the plane and hitting a pole.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
You on board with that?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Amen.